So I recently watched The Secret Garden, and since then I've just had a really strong urge to paint like a beautiful secret garden. So that is what we're going to be doing today. I thought I'd bring you guys along, so I'm bringing you guys along. Come along if you want to, and I hope you enjoy. Let's get started. Now, if I was normally doing any type of painting like this, I would have like one specific reference that I would look at, or I would pick like 2 to 3 references and then try and just like combine a few things here and there. But for today, I actually have way too many pictures saved up because I got a little carried away while looking at pictures on Pinterest. I'm just gonna try and come up with something somewhat original and try and incorporate the things I like from each, not every single one of the pictures, but like from some of the pictures, to try and make my own little reference. I'm gonna try and do a thumbnail sketch, which I don't do very often. I don't think I've ever actually done a thumbnail sketch for like painting, so this is going to be a first time. I'm going to use my tiny sketchbook for that. I already have a page taped up, which is actually to try and paint like a realistic ocean painting, but I never actually did that, so we're just going to use it to make the secret garden. Let's get into it. Put the book down. Also, I'm going to be doing this thumbnail sketch using oil pastels because I just remembered that I have these lying around. So I was like, I should probably use them, right? So we're going to use them today. But I don't know exactly how to use them. We'll just figure things out as we go. I think we start with a little bit of brown. Like a bit of fence. So like we could try that. Stairs here. Like, cool.
Is it raining?
That kind of sounds like rain. Street lights, lanterns, I don't know. I think we could have like a little bit of a pond here. I wanted to go for like a secret garden. I'm not sure this looks like a lot like a secret garden anymore. Just a yellow sky. I'm so confused. Is it raining or not? Like there. Something like that. Okay, so that's what I've got for my little thumbnail sketch. It looks very messy. You can barely tell what I did, but I kind of have this little picture in my mind that kind of looks very pretty. That does not look very pretty, but the picture in my mind looks kind of pretty. So I think this is what we're going to try to do. It doesn't look like the secret garden. I don't know what I'm going to do to try and make it more like a garden. Is it raining? Because the sound... Does that not sound like rain? Can you even hear that? That sounds so much like rain. I need to go find out.
2,000 years later.
Okay, it is confirmed. It is raining, but just a little bit. There's like a tiny little pitter-patter. I don't know if you can even hear that. I want to go out, but we're going to paint. Let's paint. This big sketchbook is what we're going to paint in. I'm kind of scared because this is kind of huge. You guys want a quick sketchbook tour? Look at that. I drew my sister, and that actually looks like her, so I'm pretty surprised by that. Then I just have a bunch of very random sketches. We've got eggs, and then those eggs turn into cakes and custards, and then we've got names of subscribers, which I was gonna write, but then I just fully forgot. And oh, the abandoned oil painting that we have, and we're just gonna paint right here. Can't even see the whole entire book because it's so big. This is scary. I don't know if I should tape it. I might because I feel like taping it, but then I also don't know if I really want to. Should I tape it or not? Let's not tape it. Let's sketch. I take a lot of inspiration from my gorgeous thumbnail sketch that I have here, which I can't even exactly tell what I drew. This is gonna look beautiful. Trust me. Although I don't really trust myself at the moment, but just trust me. I don't know where my board. It's starting to rain faster. I want to go outside. But we shall stay inside and sketch. I am doing some sort of a sketch, but I'm just going to erase this. But started off with sketching like this little hut. I'm not exactly sure what it's called or what the word is, but this is my reference picture for that. I added the little stairs. I also added a pathway, which I added stones to it. I'm not sure if it's called grouting or whatever. I don't know what term is used, but I added like a bunch of stones to make it look like really cool. And then I added a tiny cute little bench, which was just so adorable to sketch. Of course, I wanted to add a swing because I love swings, and I added a ton of tiny fences and some circular streetlights from this reference. So this is my sketch complete. I'll probably add a few things while painting, but this does not look like a secret garden in any way, I think. Not give the secret garden vibes that I really wanted, but I do like it, and I think I am going to go ahead and paint it. I don't know if it's gonna look good or not. Let's just get into painting. Also, during the painting, I am going to refer to these two paintings of mine. I love how they turned out. I'm gonna paint more things like this, but I ended up sketching this, so I don't know. Let's get to painting. We'll be using watercolors, and they are very messy looking because my sister was using them yesterday. I keep them somewhat clean. I'm starting off by giving the entire land area a wash of green and giving the sky a little bit of a wash of blue also. No idea why I thought this would be a good angle, because this is not a good angle. Speaking of angle, do you guys like these different angles that I'm trying to film with, or do you just prefer an overhead shot? Because I don't know if I love these angles, but I also don't think I hate them, so I need to know from you guys. Anyways, now we're gonna start painting this hut. I'm 100% sure it's not called a hut, but I just don't know what it's called yet, so we're gonna use the word hut. Okay, we're going for like a very muted green for the rooftop of the hut. I'm just probably using all the wrong terms I can. Anyways, I'm basically just blocking the colors so I know what color goes where, and while we do that, let's talk a little about the movie that inspired this painting, The Secret Garden. When I started watching it, I didn't know what to expect except for the fact that there was going to be a little girl who probably discovers a secret garden on some adventure, and that is kind of what happens, but the story was definitely a lot more different than what I expected. I thought it was actually really wholesome and really fun to watch, and I thought the garden from the movie was so beautiful. I kind of wanted to paint the exact garden from the movie, but I couldn't really find a lot of like really good pictures, so I thought let's just try and come up with something ourselves. But if you haven't watched the movie, I recommend watch it. It's nice, it's fun, I like it. So this is what the painting is looking like so far, and I definitely don't think it is giving any type of secret garden vibes at all, so I'm kind of a little sad about that, but hopefully bringing in the bushes, the grass, the flowers, and all that type of things is gonna make it look cool. For now, it just looks like a very open, empty place where a bunch of people would come with their family, sit by the lake, play by the swing. Like, it still looks like a good place to be at, but does not look like a secret garden, which is what I was trying to go for. I'm gonna just go ahead, add a few more details, and then we're gonna start adding the little bushes and the green I need to finish this today. I'm not going to do it tomorrow. I am going to finish it today. Let's do it. And once again, I'm tackling this little hut thing first because this was the most proper thing that I knew what to do with, because I had like a proper reference for it. So I just started off with it, and it was actually really fun adding the details. I thought it was coming along really well, and usually when I'm doing like larger paintings, I tend to get in my head that I'm not going to be able to finish this thing in one day, so I just like kind of take it slow, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to work on this tomorrow. But for this one, I really wanted to try and do it in one day, so I was really trying to just grind and keep going.
It's about drive, it's about power. We stay hungry, we devour. Put in the work, put in the hours, and take what's ours.
And of course, it's not going to be a painting done by me if I did not stab my brush a million times. So here we are, stabbing the brush to create the grass, which hopefully is going to bring this painting together. Remember the fairy painting I showed you earlier, and I said I wanted to take some inspiration from it, so I added this little tiny thing. I don't know what it's called, but it was a good decision because it filled up the space and it didn't look bad. And the stabbing continues. I'm now quickly painting the bushes in the foreground and the leaves of the trees in the background, and I found one of the pictures in which there were like lily pods or something. I don't exactly know what they're called. I don't know what anything is called in this video, but I thought it was a cute little addition, so I decided to add that onto the lake. And then I painted the swing, and while I was painting the swing, I was getting a little carried away with the details. I had white on my brush, and that struck an idea in my mind, and I was like, sun rays, let's try and paint sun rays. But of course, I do not know how to really do that, so I started doing that by adding some white lines coming from the trees, and then when I was trying to drag that, I almost messed the painting up. It was going to look all green and brown, this little swing area, but then I quickly tried and fix it up, and I think it kind of worked. This is what the painting is looking like so far. It does not look like a secret garden, but I just love how it looks. I think it looks so cool, so green, and so pretty. If you made it till here, then thank you so much. I'm gonna add a bunch of colorful flowers and stuff just to add a pop of color, because as you can see, it looks very just brown and green right now. So that's what we need. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm talking too fast. I'm very excited. Hope you continue to watch. So let's go ahead and finish the painting. I wanted to add pop of colors using the flowers, so I tried to use some fun and vibrant colors. I started off with yellow, which didn't look very bright at the beginning, but it's gonna look brighter later. I also added some nice pink flowers, and I also added some white and red roses. I was just trying to be very careful at this point because I did not want to mess this painting up because we were almost done with it, or that's what I thought. Anyways, I don't know what to talk about anymore, but I kind of want to talk about cookies. So I love chocolate chip cookies. They are so good, so delicious. They are like my most favorite thing ever. I want you to tell me in the comments, what is your most favorite thing ever, and do you like chocolate chip cookies? I am now adding a few blades of grass and then signing it off because we are done with the painting. Or are we? I literally just went back and I was like, okay, I'm finally done. And then you know what came to my mind? This thing came to my mind. Like, what is missing in this painting from this little thumbnail sketch I did? Do you see that? Do you see that here? I forgot to do the street lights. I forgot the street lights. Honestly, I don't think this painting needs the street lights anymore, so I'm not going to add them, but I feel like right here would be just the perfect spot for one tiny little street light. I feel like it would look really pretty and cute, but I feel very dead, so we'll see. Come back tomorrow, see if I want to add that, or else we're done with the painting. Goodbye. It is day 2 and I have decided that I want to paint a little street light or a lantern here. So let's do it. Also, it was raining like just now. It was a quick little rain and it was so beautiful and I got to go out and I am just really happy because I got to go out in the rain. It's beautiful. I like the rain. So yeah. I really like how the street light looks. I really wanted to include it in the painting, so I thought this little corner would be just the perfect spot for a cute little tiny circular street light. Now I hope you enjoy watching me talking to myself. Probably. So we'll go with that. Came with quite some little hair. I'm gonna read the main event, so enemies beware. You to the other side. Think I've done an incredible. Do think a little tiny.
What are you talking about?
At the very last moment, I decided I want to add a few little, very few little touches of gold metallic paint. So just adding that in, and the painting is complete. If you look the right way, you can see that the whole world is a garden. My painting. I really enjoyed painting this. It was like such a fun time. I had such a good time doing this painting, even though I kind of began with almost like no plans and then I just came up with this absolutely weird thumbnail sketch. I think this painting actually turned out really good and I really like it. I love all the little tiny details, like the little bench, the little light, the little swing, this whole thing, whatever it's called, I don't know what it's called, and this little pathway. Like, I love how this painting turned out. It was so fun to paint. I think this result is just beautiful. Even though it's like very green, I still think it's very beautiful. I hope you guys enjoyed this painting, and if you did, rate it out of 128. 128 because this is a large painting, and for that I need a large number. So 128 it is. Go rate this painting out of 128. And thank you so much for watching. If you made it all the way till the end, I really appreciate it. You all stay can't even move this thing because it's huge. And until I upload another video, make sure you all. I dropped some things. Until I upload another video, make sure you all stay Artsy, and goodbye.